An instructional coach is a powerful resource that an adult or teacher can use in the classroom. One thing we need to think about as an instructional coach is relationships. Not only do we need to build a relationship with the teacher we are coaching, but we need to build a relationship with the staff and students as well. We are a professional role model and we need to be able to show it. When we are coaching our adult learners, we need to be able to build relationships with students and staff members in order to provide quality education for everyone. We will focus in this video on 3 different scenarios. 2 of them will focus on how we can provide relationships to our students. 1 of them will be about effective feedback to the adult student. We will give breaks in between each video to collaborate with your colleague about the scenarios you just saw. With that being said, we'll go into our first video scenario now. Good morning. I'm your instructional coach and I'll be observing you teach today.
Good morning. I'm happy you're my coach, but shouldn't I have gotten more of a notice about an observation?
As your coach, I'll decide what is best for you as you are still a student yourself. So we can start from here. You and I even know I'm here, so do your best.
Well, I have some questions before my students come in. Could you help me figure out how to set up my Google Classroom so my students can do the assignments on their computers as well?
You're telling me you are not prepared for this lesson? This is a problem already. Why are you not coming prepared?
I'm sorry. I am not the best with technology and trying to learn as fast as I can.
Please, no excuses right now. Just do what you need to get ready for your lesson.
Good morning, class. Can you please take out your notebooks?
Can you have your students please tell me why this math problem on the board is very difficult for them?
This is a pre-assessment for them.
Sit down and watch how I teach and take notes.
I don't think this is necessary. I could teach.
Do as I say, and we'll discuss after class.
Can we please talk?
You need to be more prepared for a lesson.
I am new and make mistakes, but you're treating me like I don't know anything.
I know what is best for you, so I will teach how I see is best.
I'm going to talk to my principal about the situation.
As we can see here, building a relationship is very important. The teacher felt disrespected and that she could not trust the coach. He was not given positive feedback. The teacher is reporting the coach to talk about the poor relationship. Take a moment and discuss what we just saw. Scenario 2. Good morning. I'm your instructional coach for the school year. We spoke earlier by email this last week.
Yes, I'm happy you were able to come and watch me teach my first lesson.
Of course. Now in your email you said you were having a problem with Google Classroom.
Yes, I'm not sure how to share the assignments I create to my students.
I talked to Miss Craig, who is in 2nd grade, and she is great with Google Classroom and taught me a trick or 2. Watch me as I show you how to share your assignments.
Oh, I have to put it through Google Docs to make it work. That makes sense now.
Problem. Now I'll be sitting in the back and will keep notes.
Good morning, class. Please take your seats.
Class resume. The class ends. Do you have 5 minutes where we can discuss your lesson?
Sure.
I'm going to make this clear. I'm not here to make you uncomfortable, but I'm here to teach just like you do. You showed a lot of strengths in your lessons, like your transition skills and classroom management.
Thank you.
Some weaknesses were the use of technology in the classroom and the assessment piece.
I am so sorry.
Don't be sorry. We all have to learn from somewhere. I'm going to provide you resources on how you can incorporate more technology in your lesson to help your students. Now, with assessments, we need some form of an X ticket to show understanding of the lesson. This way you know if you need to reteach it or not.
That makes sense. So I need more formative assessments in my lesson.
Yes, an X ticket, observation, checklist, pop quizzes, anything like that can go a long way to see how much your students have learned.
Thank you. I'll be sure to work on that.
Don't forget also about Miss Craig. She's a great with technology, so use her as a resource as well. In this scenario, you can see how the relationship with the adult learner was very positive. They had prior communication before entering the classroom where the teacher was expecting the instructional coach to come. The instructional coach was building relationships with other staff members, which is important for the teacher to see so they know that staff members can be used as a resource. The instructional coach provided great feedback to the teacher. First with the technology piece by demonstrating how to fix a technology problem, then provided resources the teacher can use to help in future lessons. Another effective feedback that was given was on assessments. The teacher was able to learn new strategies on how to use formative assessments in the classroom to check student understandings. The instructional coach provided excellent relationship and feedback for the adult learner. Take this time right now to talk about what other productive feedback can be used and other strategies to build a strong relationship with adult learners. Scenario 3. We need to think about more strategies to help students learn.
What strategies do we need to put in place?
You have a great relationship with the staff, but now we need to focus on building trusting relationships with students.
What do you have in mind on how I can build these relationships with my students?
One way is to develop interest on their interests.
How do you do that?
Give the students in your class a survey to do so you can know what their interests are. Once you know, utilize what they like in the classroom.
Can you give me examples on how this would work?
Of course. For example, a student you have loves football. In the library, you can provide football books. During recess, make sure you have a football to go outside. Learn what his favorite team is, and in the morning, talk about that team if they won the game.
I like that idea, but what if they don't want to fill out the survey?
You always make time as a teacher, and by doing this, you can meet with the student one-on-one to build a relationship as well.
Are there any more strategies that I can use?
Share your stories and have a sense of humor. If a student knows nothing about you, how will they build a relationship? I can come in and say my favorite food is mac and cheese, and I have 3 students agree with me, and you learn something new about each other.
I'll be sure to use these tools in my classroom.
Student relationships are very important in order for a child to learn. As an instructional coach, we have to make sure the adult learner is making these relationships with students so they are comfortable in the classroom. Overall, building relationships is key to a successful career, and we all have a voice to make this happen.